We are live. Good evening, everybody. Feel like I've not sat here accelerating towards Christmas, not sat here for ages. And so, hello. Hi, happy Wednesday evening, middle of the week. Who's around? I'm having a non-gin. I nearly said week. I mean 3 days. I nearly said week. I was nearly being very over dramatic and kind of like proud of myself, like, oh, I'm having no gin. That's a lie. Just 3 days. This is my final 3 days. So good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How are we all? What are we up to? Who is joining us this evening? We are having a lovely chat. Pretty sure it'll be lovely. With our new friend Britt from the Botanical Trading Company. So we'll bring her on in a second. She's not done a live on her own page. Can you believe it? So the first thing is I'm throwing her in the deep end with this. With a tonic. And actually I'm on ginger ale. My new addiction, which I think is a slightly healthier addiction than gin. Well. Anyway, hi everybody. If you're on, say hi. I can see you're watching, but I don't know who you are and what you are drinking this festive season. Got a Christmas jumper on and everything. As close to a Christmas jumper as I'm going to get. Let's bring Britt on. Here she is, and she's gorgeous. Hi, Britt.
Hi.
How are you, lovely? You all right?
I'm really nervous. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine, thank you. How are you?
You're going to give me a nervous laugh now.
I know, I've got my nervous giggle started already.
Well, we've got to remember, as I say to everybody, we are not on the homepage of Google. We are not streaming in the centre of New York. We're just on Sip and Share. Don't worry. No,
I know.
No, it's no biggie. It's no biggie. Hi, Rachel. Rachel's on a Diet Coke. Rachel, yeah, I think Rachel's also doing a few days off the gin. No good for your business, that, Britt, though, is it?
No, it's not. I'm on the gin.
Right, what have you got? What have you got in your glass, chicken?
I can't tell you because I'm trying one potentially for January.
Oh my! Don't tell me. I have not had this feeling of excitement for ages. It's clear. We can see it's clear.
It's clear. It's beautiful. I'm feeling it. I think you will too.
Little mini scream of joy. So, tell us who you are, chicken. Tell us about the Botanical Trading Company. Who are we? What do we do?
Yes, so we are the Botanical Trading Company. We're a UK-based small batch craft distilling subscription company and gifting service as well. So 2 little separate bits that we do as well. Our subscription is it's a monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly subscription, and we do just focus on the gin itself. We don't have any tonics or snacks or anything like that that come with the subscription. You do get dry garnish and your gin, and then a little bit of information about the distillery itself, so you get to learn a little bit more about where the gin comes from. We keep it really simple for a few reasons, really. We like to try and pay the intended trade price for the gin, so to put those profit margins for the distiller. And then we also like to keep our packages light and simple, which helps protect the environment. It helps reduce our carbon footprint, and it gives us the ability then to use 100% biodegradable and recyclable packaging. So we send everything out in a Hexiflex postage tube. You will have seen them. They're fantastic. And it gives us a chance to keep things small and light, and that is what it's all about. Simplicity is our ethos, really, and that's what's important to me, and that's kind of the route that we've gone down.
I absolutely love. So we know there are other craft subscription boxes. We're not going to pretend they're not, and with those you can get lots of different things. What I love about what you're doing, and we only met 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, 4 weeks ago.
Longer than that.
I know.
What you're doing is the value set that it comes from, that you are very transparent with that value set and honest with it, and you want to pay. We talk all the time about small distillers and small batch and small businesses and how they're struggling, and how you agree that fair price with the distiller, and this is not, is it fair to say, this is a new business, it's not making you thousands and millions of pounds just yet? No,
it's absolutely not. I'm absolutely enjoying every single minute of it, and I didn't necessarily start the business with this mindset of making millions of pounds. It was more of an adventure for me. It was something that I found I was quite passionate about, and the more you speak to other people, you find there's other people who are passionate about it too, and that don't necessarily know where to go to find these little distilleries and find these gins. There's other, obviously, crafting boxes out there, and it's not about taking on the world and taking on some of these bigger companies. They're fantastic at what they do, and I'd never try and take that on in any way. There's got to be something out there for everybody, and what we do is for the people who care a little bit more about the smaller businesses and with an eco-friendly mindset. There's people out there who that's more important than crisps and tonics. So they're our target market, and that's who we support and we run with. And we do that all the way down to our tape on our boxes is paper. We avoid plastic. We use paper stickers for shipping rather than tape. We really try and think about what's going inside the boxes, so we can try and keep it as eco-friendly as possible. So that's kind of the driving force.
And it does, to be fair, Britt, your attention to detail with those things, and I won't reveal the details of a conversation that we had, but you did say there was a gin that you had, and you said, Kate, I can't let your members have a certain number of these because they've got some plastic on them, so they need to go back. I'm going to send them back to the distiller because that's not the sort of product that we sell. We are going to come on to what these packages are. We've got some exclusives as part of Sip and Share with the Botanical Trading Company. So you've got, so your attention to detail, Britt, if you apply that level of attention to detail around the sustainability side of things and having the relationship with the distiller so that it's fair, my guess, and it is a guess yet, because I've had your Christmas box. I've not had our first month yet. My guess is that attention to detail also goes into the choice of the gin itself, which, as you've just said, you're trying tonight.
Yes, absolutely. I make sure I've tried everything before it goes out. That's the best bit. So selfishly, we make sure we try absolutely everything. And just make sure that it's perfect, it's tasty, it's smooth and it's fresh. And I don't want to say we try and stay away from it. That's not necessarily the case, but we haven't really gone down a flavoured gin route. Everything is fresh and smooth, and I really do believe that you can add your flavours with your garnishes and your liqueurs and that kind of thing. I want people to taste and appreciate the actual art behind distilling of the gin itself. So that's the route.
So an appreciation for the content itself goes down pretty well. And again, matched with your attention to detail means that you're creating something pretty exciting. And I really do love the sustainability side of things. So Linda is asking, what does it cost each month? Sounds exciting. It is exciting. We've got a new one on the block, and we're excited. So for non-Sip and Share members, the monthly box, what is it? What's the subscription?
So for non-Sip and Share members, the monthly subscription is £38 a month. And for Sip and Share members, that's £35 a month.
Woo!
Woo! What we also do is for people who are unsure about whether or not they wanted to subscribe, but they still wanted to be part of it, be part of the excitement. We do what we call a one-time adventure. So you can purchase the subscription box just as a one-off. For non-Sip and Share members, that's £40 for a one-off box. For Sip and Share members, that's £37 for a one-off purchase. So I remember a few weeks ago we had a few left over, and I gave them to you, Kate, and some of you snapped them up. Hopefully you enjoyed what you received if you managed to get a hold of one. That was
I'm so
Lin gin
jealous.
in those boxes.
I know,
It's a-
and you know what? Some of the members have been posting and saying they really shouldn't be part. They said they shouldn't be part of Sip and Share anymore because they're spending money on gin all the time. And they post pictures of the Lin gin, and I'm going, I should have taken that last box. When I did that live, they all went within the space of like 20 minutes, and one went in the night, like 11, half 11 at night, and one went at 9 by 9:30 the next morning. I was kicking myself when I've seen the post, and it's this feeling that you're the gifting side of thing, the gift box, and what you're doing gives to the consumer, as well as knowing that they're doing good. You know, you really are paying. I mean, we can't without going into detail, we can't really stress this enough, how you are being incredibly fair and agreeing with the distillers about this price. This is respecting that they are a small business and that you are a small business. You add the sustainability side of things, it makes my heart go like this. Woo, woo.
You find as well that some small distillers don't sell their own gin. They go to like a wholesaler who deals in that. And even if I do come across gins that don't sell their own gin, actually they get somebody else deals that for them. I make sure that I find out who that is. It tends to be one of two companies which are reputable and supportive to the smaller distilleries, and I have really good relationships with them as well. So if the distillery doesn't sell directly at a trade, I'm always make sure I go to who they want me to go to buy the gin. I don't go seeking it elsewhere. So even if it's not direct and it's indirect, it's where they want me to go for it. So there's always a route back to the distiller.
And the relationship with, as I well know, right, the relationship with the distiller and this whole sector, this whole industry, you know, everybody knows each other. You know, the relationship with them is so important, and they trust you, right? They trust you to take their product and all the quality and stuff that you put and the attention to detail you put around it. They trust that you're going to carry that through to the end consumer. So, and I bet they're
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully that's the case. As well as I know you guys are partners with and friends with Botanicals. I have a similar relationship with a lady from the Zest company, and again, I use her with my boxes and absolutely love what she does. So you would always get a different garnish. If anything you bought from me, it wouldn't be something that you would already have bought. So there's no duplication there, which is good.
That's you've talked about that before, and that's really kind of this is why I'm really excited about this, as well as the text message you sent me or the email you sent me earlier. Which I won't talk about in terms of other things that you might be exploring for next year for Sip and Share, other exciting stuff. So you've got the subscription, which is monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly.
Bi-monthly and quarterly.
And then you've got the one-time adventure box. And then is there another thing as well?
No, so what we do as well is gift boxes. So so you will have seen the Christmas gift boxes, the white ones with the sleeve filled with the wood wool. That's something that we do continuously. Next year there'll be a stock available of that on the website, and you guys will have some of those on Kate's website to purchase if you wanted as we go through the year. The spirits in there will differ depending on what it is that I've got in stock and what I've been buying, as well as we do bespoke gifting as well. So this Christmas we've made some gift boxes for companies to give to employers as Christmas presents, you know, with things that they've wanted in it. That's been whiskey, it's been rum, it's been vodka, it's been gin. So we will absolutely branch out and do it in terms of gifting what people want to see and what people want to receive.
So when did you start, by the way, Britt?
It would be earlier on this year. I had the thought about starting the business, and then obviously to sell alcohol, you have to have qualifications and you have to have a license. So that was kind of the route that I started going down just as COVID-19 hit and everything got locked down. So things started to slow down a little bit. We sent out our first subscription box in August.
Okay, in August. And is it fair to say this is not the only thing you do? I think you're pretty busy and you've got a young daughter, is that right, as well? And a life.
Yeah, I've got. I work full time. I work full time at a bank. I work in change, in digital change. So I do work full time as well in the financial sector. I've got a 2-year-old daughter who keeps us very busy. I've got a husband and I've got a little dog who's also keeps us very busy. She's had us at the vets today. So yeah, no, very busy. Lots to do, but. I really do all this stuff that I do at the Botanical Trading Company. It's just really enjoyable. I love getting emails. I love looking through my social media, chatting to people in messages, talking to people like you, and just like it's just fun. I just see it as a bit of fun.
It's a bit of fun that's got heart to it, and it's got meaning, and it's got, and your ability to have the relationships with the distillers. Oh God! What? Okay, give us a clue. What garnish? What's the garnish? Has it got a garnish?
Okay, has got a garnish. Big oranges.
So this is January's gin.
Potentially, could be, or February. Haven't decided yet.
Okay, so if people want to sign up, if Sip and Share members want to sign up to this, when do they have to do that by? Or what's the timings?
Okay, so the cut-off for that month is the 10th, and then we ship everything on or around the 15th. Okay. So if anyone was to sign up today, they would get their subscription box, so their January gin, around the 15th of January. If they signed up on the 9th of January, they would get January's gin around the 15th of January. So there's a period of time in between where we take orders up until a couple of days before we ship, just in case we get any last minute requests.
Fab. And we're going to keep in touch, aren't we, about which Sip and Share members want to join.
Yes.
And if you're saying £38 for non-Sip and Share members and £35 for Sip and Share members, and Sip and Share membership is £3 a month, so you've covered all your bases. And then by all the other discounts and everything we've got, even if you just got the gin from the Botanical Trading Company, you're sorted. You've covered yourself. Easy. Why did you call it, Brit? Why did you call it Botanical Trading Company and not ginbox.com?
A few reasons, really. I never intended it to just be gin. We're hoping to branch out to different spirits, so rum and whiskey, vodka, all of those lovely things that people are creating as we speak. There's going to be so much opportunity to expand, so I didn't want to pigeonhole us into a gin box. As well, I really wanted the trade element to be in my name, because I don't think that if I missed that out, it would have felt like I was just running a business and I wasn't working with other people. And that trade kind of element in the name was something that was quite important to me. So able to use the botanicals, which goes into all of these craft spirits, and then as well as have like a trading company where I'm working with people and it's give and take, it's not just take, then that was the kind of how we came together with the name.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. And same as to why Sip and Share is not called gin drinking, even if that does take up the majority of it. I think January, I've actually been given a pink rum to try in January. That might be something for members. So I feel a rum exploration coming on. That's all I'm going to say. I feel there could be all these things.
We're doing some exploring on the rum front over the last couple of weeks, and it looks really exciting. So there'll definitely be some rums to come.
What I love about this is that I think we kind of talked about this a few weeks ago, that I will give you a bit of a heads up as to who's in that month, like who's coming up, which distillers are in Sip and Share for that month. So I can tell you about who's coming up in January and February. By the nature of them, they change because the nature of a small business, they always have a lot of things going on. But that we won't have in the same month the same gin. I think the chances are pretty slim anyway, to be honest.
Pretty slim.
If members do sign up, which I'm one, and I'm going to get that feeling of I don't know what's going to be in the box. And I think members should all do an unboxing together. I thought about this the other day. I thought if some of the Sip and Share members do sign up with you, that we should all do a room or a Zoom or StreamYard, whatever, and we all do our unboxing and a little tasting together. I think that would be quite a cool.
I think that'd be great. That'd be good fun.
Our moment. I know that you're good friends. We're both friends with Nessie on Instagram, and Nessie's gonna. Is she doing cocktails?
Yeah, absolutely. Ness does cocktails. Obviously, we know, we've seen how fantastic her cocktails are. Good friends with her. She's fantastic. She is one of the first people that reached out to me when I set up my page, my business page on Instagram. We chat on the phone, we text. She's lovely. She's encouraging, and she's a really good advocate for all of this kind of stuff that we all love. So she's a good ally.
Yeah, she is. She's a very, very good person to know. And I'm sure that in January, as we're her and I doing something together next Monday for a distiller, I'm sure that in January we will do something with whatever the item that should arrive via Botanical Trading Company might be as well. Okay, brilliant. So, for next year, growing the number of members, looking at different products, doing fun stuff. I'm going to be bullying you into doing more lives with me.
Yes. I've done my first one now, so I think I'll be okay.
We'll be fine. Maybe when the box arrives, we should do an unboxing with you, and you should talk us through. That would be nice.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. That would be good. Let's plan that then, so you can talk through the gin. So I will see which members fancy signing up. So £35 for members. And if they sign up, so monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly, and is it £35 whether they do monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly?
Yeah, absolutely. £35 regardless. Your payment will get taken straight away for your first month, and then it's renewed on the 1st. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Linda's like that. Okay, Linda, let's do this. The feeling of you don't know what you're going to get.
That's the exciting bit.
It is the exciting bit, but it's also, there is a really nice feeling this is the Sip and Share members are many of them are like this, where you're getting something that you don't know what you're getting, but also you're focused on the gin, you respect your relationship with the distiller, around the eco and the sustainability side of things and the length of detail, the attention to detail you put into stuff like that. So it feels wholesome. So I don't feel guilty for drinking the gin. That's where I'm going with this, Britt. I don't feel guilty for drinking.
That's the whole point. That's the ethos.
Guilt-free gin. That's
guilt-free drinking.
Yeah, I reckon an unboxing together, maybe a cocktail thing on Instagram together. Maybe we could get you and the distiller to do something one day. We could all have a chat together when we're all unboxed and we know. Brilliant.
Definitely. Something I've got to ask as well, if you guys have a think about, if I order spirits, whatever they may be, for gift boxes, if I put a couple more in that order and did some mystery boxes, again, like we did earlier on, would people like that? It'd be separate from what's in the subscription. It could be a rum, it could be a whiskey, it could be a vodka, it could be a gin. I could always put extras into my orders and do some mystery boxes for people if that was something that you'd be interested in.
I think that would be really interesting, Britt, because part of what I talk about doing is working with either the distillers or a producer or retailer and bringing 3 to 5 killer offers per month to the table. But if you had the subscription box, but also had 5 mystery boxes, and I think that's what went, wasn't it? It was those 5 mystery boxes that I was like, I should have had one. And I still have FOMO when I see pictures of it. Very uncomfortable feeling that a mystery box as a killer offer, as a great offer that's brought to Sip and Share members via you would be brilliant. I know that would go down well because some people want the commitment of a subscription. They want the excitement. They want the knowledge of what they're going to get in the sense that they're going to get something. And some people, and trust me, some people are just impulse purchases and see something and I go, we've only got 5. And I think that was part of the excitement is,
Definitely.
you know, it's only two this month. But I think that's really worth exploring. So on behalf of them, I'm going to say, yeah.
Great, we can do that.
And I have an awful habit of completing my own transactions on my online shopping. I could do that. I remember that day I was like that. Oh my God, I don't have to pay for it. I can just mark as paid and the distiller invoice me. Someone says, sorry, late to conversation. So £35 a box gives you gin and garnish, your gift box on a monthly basis. So that's your subscription box, monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. Yes, with a good, nice, sustainable heart wrapped around it.
Absolutely, a big hug.
A big, a big hug and a big care about the environment. No plastic wrapping, no several bits, no bits of plastic that you're pulling out all over the place.
None of that.
None of that at all. I know how it makes you angry. Like,
well, it does. Sometimes when I receive the gin, it's got plastic. I quickly take it all off.
No, that's right. Well, part of this will be, you know, as your business grows, and you know, I'm finding the same with Sip and Share. You end up educating the distillers. You bring something to the party. You say, look, there is another way you can do this. There's another way you can wrap it. Or there's all of that side of things as well, because you being very value driven in that regard, you know, on your value set, that's part of what you stand for, and that will carry into the relationships with the distillers. So they'll be asking you, like they asked me, where did you get that glass from? I'm like, I don't know. I don't make glass. I make gin. I have no idea where the glass comes from. We've got packaging and paper and printing and codes and all that sort of stuff. So got yourself into a sustainable bag there. Yeah. To think of. Right then, Britt, anything else before we let everybody get on with their Wednesday evening? Anything else we need to know about the Botanical Trading Company?
I can't think of anything else to share, but I'll keep coming on and chatting to you all on the page. And if anyone's got any questions, then just drop me a mail and I'll happily chat through anything.
Love it. And she's always on Instagram, so you can always send message on Instagram, aren't you? Botanical Trading Company. Love it. So we've got 35 for members, £35 for the monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly subscription box, and was it 37 for the one-time event?
Yes.
And sign up by the 10th of the month, the latest the 10th of the month, for the box to be delivered around the 16th, 17th, or shipped on the 15th.
Yeah, I try and ship as close to the 15th as possible, depending on what date it falls on, and then you'll always get it a few days after.
We'll remind everybody this is not Amazon Prime next day delivery. I think
it's not Amazon Prime.
Not Amazon Prime. I might put that on a t-shirt for next year.
I want a t-shirt that says this is not Amazon Prime. Yeah.
It's not Amazon Prime. We can survive. All right, lovely. Well, thank you very much. You stay there, Britt. Let's say goodbye to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us and your questions. If you've got any more questions, then let me know. I will put a comment on the Sip and Chat in the membership group. And if you are interested, reply to that, and then Britt and I will sort it out, whether we do a discount code for you special or whether we go it through Sip and Share. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, folks. See you soon. See you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.